Shituka takes it clean at the back of the line, out wrapping around as Malcolm Marks. Here comes Kurt, the island side. He's absolutely parked the Dolphins. KNA roll flying toward the airline tonight.
Hi guys, Howzit Welcome Trek, the post-game show here brought to you by the Fairweather Rugby Fan. 42-24, the final score from Loftus Versfeld, and what can only be described as a mediocre first half and a terrible second half by the green and gold. We'll go ahead and go through some of the notes of the game and kind of leave my opinions and kind of look forward to the next round, obviously. Got to start off. Look, I'm not trying to be biased towards anyone, but man, Loftus, you guys bring it when it comes to the anthems. Pretoria is a different place for any of you guys who've never been to South Africa. It's each city kind of has its own culture, its own kind of heritage behind it, and Pretoria would definitely be like the, not to crap on anyone, it's like more the prestige, I guess. You know, I guess in our part of the world, or the world that I live in now, we would call it the bougie, but not necessarily. It's very just, the history is deep there. The Jacaranda city is absolutely beautiful. And when it comes to the anthem for test matches, Loftus never disappoints. Like, absolutely beautiful anthem. Game starts with a hiss and a bang. I mean, like, Eben Etzebeth back. We haven't seen him as much. Obviously, he's kind of become like the guy that's not really a mainstay even in his club anymore. Not that he's bad or anything. It's just, you know, we kind of give him a little bit more time to kind of recover and whatnot. But he starts off with a bang and like blocks a kick by the scrum half for Italy. And we're like, damn, Eben's back. Him and Lude, great combo. 10 minutes later, 10th minute of the game, multiple phases. Dialendi does a little chip kick off the right, and Krill chases it down, dots it down deep in the try zone. They do go to the TMO to see if Krill was offside, if he was just ahead of the ball a bit, and they don't see it. So Pollard nails it through 101 on the day at 7-0, 10 minutes into this one. 22nd minute, yellow on Kanoni for playing the ball on the ground. Boxer attacking deep. A scrum after the penalty and the box push Vandenberg. They push it in. He picks it up and drops across the line. It is 14-0. Pollard. It's right in front and center. You can't miss. Like I said, the possession game in the first half, I think at one point it was like 85-15. The box just controlled the ball, but they weren't really doing anything. 26 minutes, Shituka goes offside. Italy decides to kick Dare, what a last name, kicks. It's 14-3 at the 26th minute. 3 minutes later, a line out. It ends up in the hands of Kurt Lee. He runs it in. I mean, it's a beautiful run. It's actually going to be the video leading up to this video. And Pollard is 3-3 of the day. It is now 21-3. 36th minute, Vandenberg gets his second of the day, crosses after a scrum once again. Pollard dots it. It's 28-3 going into halftime. The first half, like I said, it was possession, but not really a lot of points to show for it. It seemed like we had reverted to the old style. Box kicking, kick for Terry, just hold on to the ball, box kicking occasionally, but not what we saw last week against the Barbarians. It was not that wide, expansive style that we love to see. It was like a return to the old Springboks, and I guess with the return of Andre Pollard, it kind of only made sense. 41st minute, get the restart. Valemza, he steals the ball. He goes on a deep run, goes off to the left to Kurt Lee, to Shituka, but it is called back because Oxenshea obstructed. If Valemza had not gone to that line, they wouldn't have called anything. But since he went to that line, they were like, oh, he stopped the player. And I mean, I agree to an extent. 43rd minute, Jasper Visa gets a no-arms tackle. Italy kicks to the corner. After multiple phases, Zuliani does cross. Dare converts. It's 28-10 at the 45th minute. 47th minute, we knew it was coming. We saw him warming up. Here comes the bomb squad. Here comes the reserves in. And nothing really happens. A lot of back and forth. Eventually, Vincent Kolk gets across at the 56th minute. Pollard does convert, 5 of 5 kicking on the day so far. And this is where everything goes downhill. The Bach defense just sputters repeatedly. Simone Gessie crosses at the 60th minute after just an absolute lackluster defensive effort. TMO reviews it. Kurt Lee pulls his leg out at the last second before the ball touches the ground. So it comes back. No try. 62nd minute. A 50-22 where I saw no urgency to try and get the ball from Andre Pollard. The lineout leads to a try by Dimchev on debut. Daré converts. It's 35-17. The sputtering defense continues over and over again. Just terrible defensive ability. Not stopping anybody's out of position. Canoni crosses under the post at the 68th minute. Daré does convert. It's 35-24. A high tackle penalty at the 70th minute on Italy. It kicks to the corner. The lineout crashes and goes nowhere. Knock-ons on both sides. We get a scrum. We draw the scrum penalty. It's a quick tap from Faf de Klerk. Eventually, at the 73rd minute, Marco van Staden crosses. Pollard converts. 42-24. And just the last 5-6 minutes of the game was just non-stop penalties by the box. Advantage. Italy advantage. Italy advantage. Italy advantage. This team fell apart in the second half. Now, I can point fingers. I can say things. Let's look at the positives here. Lud de Jager has earned his way back in. 100%. The downside, Morne Vandenberg, despite the 2 tries, is not a first-choice scrum. Right now, as it sits, I know Grant Williams is injured, but I'd rather see Kobus Reineck out there. That style that we keep getting told, it's that wide, expansive style. Mornay and Faf de Klerk don't bring that. They bring box kicking. That's how we won 2 World Cups. That's fine, but that's not what makes us a dynamic team. We went back to the old style, and our bomb squad fizzled. There are guys that were out there today that I don't think even need to be in the conversation. Do we get Villy his 100th cap next week? Yes, but after that, put him out to pasture. It just doesn't make any sense. Valemza, who, before he got injured, went through his little injury run in the last couple of years, was the hottest thing since sliced bread. Dude, that guy looked terrible today. Every time he got the ball, he acted like he was trying to do something superstarish with it. Dude, distribute the fucking ball. You've got the 2 best wings in the world to your left and right. You don't need to be the goddamn star. Andre, yes, went 100% kicking, but it was just the same old shit, man. That's why we ride on Sasha so much, because he doesn't play that old style that we're used to. I'm not used to it anymore. I want a 50, 60 point game every game. Andre doesn't do that. Sasha Feinberg does. Manny Libach does. I love you, Andre, but the way this team is going, it doesn't fit. Villy, you're going to get 100 caps. You're great. You've won 2 World Cups, but the way he plays does not fit. And then we've got Valemza, who I swore would be able to make the conversion from the old style to the new style. He didn't fit today. Dialendi and Krill might very well be the best centering duo in the world right now. I know there's going to be people that argue it with me all the time, but they look solid together. Krill as a captain is great. He's not who we expected. The front row doing great, but the second half, our bomb squad was the fizzle squad today because they brought nothing to it. Where was Quagga Smith? Where was he in all these we were a non-factor in the second half. The bomb squad was a non-factor. They actually almost cost us the damn game. Now, I know Rassi is going to have a meeting. They're going to go through all the tape. They're going to fix everything. But damn it, this is not how you started out, guys. We should have put up 50 easily on this team. On paper, we should have blown these guys out of the water. It should have never even been close. And in the second half, had we fallen apart maybe 5 minutes earlier, dude, Italy could have been in this game, seriously. And they were in the last 20 minutes of the game. It was all Italy in the last 20 minutes. Their lack of experience held them back. What else is there to say? Yes, we won, but it was not a pretty win, and I'm not happy with the victory. There are way too many questions that need to be answered. Now, once again, the positives allude to Yager. Like I said, Vincent Shatuka is the future. He is absolutely great. He's hungry, and he plays 80 minutes. I would love to see if he can play at 6 and Peter Seftatoy at 7, because they're both 80-minute players. Jasper Visa had bright spots at this, and he's great under the ball, under the high ball. He gets it. He loves to run with the ball. But I'm still Cameron Hennecom. That's the future. Jasper is great. But Cameron Hennecom is the future. But I know he's injured. I know we've got injured guys out. Like I said, Grant Williams being out. But this was us reverting to that old style, and I guess I'm spoiled. I want that wide, expansive style. I want high scoring, high running, big breaks. We saw flashes of it. We saw Evan chasing down box kicks. What locks do that? But then there were just too many negatives to overshadow the positives in the game. And like I said, you're happy that you win, but was this a win that I'm proud of? Hell no. We have a lot of answers that need to be answered. And unfortunately, next week, I think it's my personal belief, Villy gets his 100th cap starting next week. I wouldn't do it if I was Rassi. I'd let him get his 100th cap and start him against Georgia. Because we need to come out next week and absolutely dominate. For any of you that watched the All Blacks in France, yeah, we would have lost to both of those teams playing like this today, in my opinion. We need to leave no question of who the number one team is in the world and who is the trendsetter going forward. I mean, hell, even on the breakdown, you had Marshy and Mills and all those guys gushing over, man, this is the future and it's scary. This team was not scary today. This team was very one-dimensional, played very, very old box-kicking rugby that we all can't stand. And that's it. So let's shore things up. Let's hope Rassi whoops these guys' asses this week and they come out next week firing and ready to blow these guys out, because this game should have never been this close with the skill sets we have. But if we're going to go back and play that old style, this shit's going to happen next week too. Italy can keep up. We still will get the win, but it won't be a dominant performance. We need 80 minutes of dominant performance next week, or we're in trouble, because you can't do this shit against an Argentina or an All Blacks. You will lose the game falling apart in the second half. Look at New Zealand. That's why they're so bad. They fall apart in the second half. We fell apart in the second half. That cannot happen next week. So for everybody, yes, I had a great 4th of July. I actually bried in the rain. I know there's no such thing as bad bri weather when you're in South Africa, but when you live in Texas, I guess there isn't here either. So I hope everybody's safe, and we'll see you guys back. Hopefully tomorrow I will be live with my man Pierre, because we're going to have a lot of cuck to talk about this game and other games as well. So hopefully everybody's safe, and cheers, guys.